The week before we got the stay-at-home orders, I was at this tech leadership meeting where the topic of work from home was at the very top of the list. The roundtable question was, are we ready for work from home? And while the consensus was that the technology is all out there to let everyone go home, our business processes just aren't ready. But that this COVID thing just might give companies the push they need to try it out. So, yeah, that happened. Now, months into this accidental social experiment, we're learning a lot. Zoom, of course, has been in the news for massive privacy flaws. We hear these incredible success stories and horror stories, often at the same time, about remote working. And we're even seeing late night comedians finding a new normal without a live audience. I'm not talking to you, John Oliver. You were always kind of embarrassed about a live audience, and honestly, you broadcasting from your living room is way better. So anyhow, IT teams scrambled, and now we have this happy, productive workforce that's buzzing away in home offices, at their kitchen tables, on sofas, or, honestly, wherever we can find a place to work. Everything seems well. Everything is working, except... You see, when we created social distancing, it was to limit the surface area that COVID-19 could spread. It was to limit the number of connections that you have so that you're less likely to get attacked by the virus. Unfortunately, at the same time, we created a new surface area, a technical surface area, a surface area that hackers and bots and other bad actors can slip into our bank accounts with, our medical systems, and other places where, honestly, we really do not want them to be. The problem is summed up like this. When you work in an office, you use a computer that's managed by that office. You're using that computer on a network that is managed by that office. And you're connecting to other systems that are, again, managed by that office. Only now, people are using their personal laptops or computers, which may or may not have the kind of virus or malware detection required. Instead of one network, everyone is using their home networks. So a hacker doesn't have to just get into a single, highly fortified system. Now they can just sort of wander the neighborhood and look for somebody who has their guard down. And then there's the tech support issue. We know that social engineering or phishing is really the most common way that security is breached. Not only are there more opportunities to hijack the computer or the network, but with confusion and these constantly changing rules and advice and new working conditions every day, the opportunity for somebody to sneak in and take advantage of this chaos and your confusion is even greater. So what can you do? Well, as always, it starts with you. It starts with the individual. I mean, we talk about strong identity access management and we talk about security, but the reality is that the attack surface hasn't just increased because there are more networks and computers involved. It's because there are more people who now have greater responsibility. Yes, there are things the enterprise needs to do to improve identity and enforcement. And we talk about these things all the time. But to be honest, there is a data war going on, and it's about to get a lot more intense, and we all need to do our part. Remember, be safe and be vigilant.